Hello, FYE Finance family. Welcome to this edition of Flip It. So, this is part 4 in our series of talking about financial statements. In the previous videos, we talked about the profit and loss statement, we talked about the balance sheet statement, and we talked about our statement of cash flows or our cash flow statement. And so, in this particular video, I want to show you a brief overview of the chart of accounts. Now, this is important because it is going to show you all of the accounts that go into making up those statements, right? It's going to be a very broad overview of what a chart of account is and how it is important and how it flows to those financial statements that we covered in prior videos. So again, if you know or may not know, I am a QuickBooks Pro certified advisor. And so, with that being said, I do use the QuickBooks platform to provide accounting services and tax services to our clients. And we also use the platform to provide training to our clients as well, because we feel that it's very important that we practice transparency. Our clients should always have access to their books and see what we're doing on a daily, weekly, monthly basis. And we also want to make sure that our clients have a great understanding of their financials. Okay. So we are going to be using the platform to show you how to gain access to the chart of accounts, how to navigate to that from your view. So let's jump into it. So when you first arrive to QuickBooks Online, you're going to see this view here, okay? And what you would do in order to navigate to your chart of accounts is you're going to have to click on this bookkeeping section. And once you get here, you're going to see your chart of accounts option. So you click here. Right now, what this is going to do is it's going to pull up all of your chart of accounts. So on your chart of accounts, you're going to see every single account that would be reflected on your balance sheet statement, right? And your profit and loss statements, okay? So on the balance sheet statement, we talked about assets and we talked about liabilities and we talked about equity. Guess what you see here? You see accounts that are your assets, right? This is your cash stuff, right? You see also fixed assets, right? We talked about that. And you also see liabilities, right? So all of those accounts are being showed on your chart of accounts. So it's important that when you are recording entries in these accounts that they are recorded correctly. All right. That's why I've been stressing in all the previous videos that you need to connect with a professional. You need to connect with an accountant to make sure that your books are being kept accurately. Okay, because it's not something that you particularly may know how to do, especially if you're not trained in this profession. So it's always good to bring in a professional to make sure that it's done correctly. Especially because, like I mentioned in previous videos, these financial reports are used for various things from funding to investing to even calculating your tax liability. So you want to make sure that they're accurate, especially because they are used for those things. Okay. So we talked about assets, we see liabilities. Up, look there, we see the equity, right? So those were the three main sections that we saw on the balance sheet statement, and we see them here in the chart of accounts. So these are the accounts, right, that are being pushed to that financial statement called the balance sheet statement, right? And then you have your income. So now we're getting into the profit and loss statement. So these are the accounts that are going to be pushed to your profit and loss statement. You have your income here. And then we're going to get down to cost of goods sold. Remember, we had 3 sections on the profit and loss statement: income, cost of goods sold, and expenses, right? No different. So these are all the accounts that are being pushed to that financial statement. These are all your income accounts. You have your cost of goods accounts, and then you have all of your expense accounts, right? And so it's important, again, that all of the transactions that are being recorded in QuickBooks are being properly allocated to each GL account or each chart of account, okay? Because you want to make sure, again, that you have good, accurate financial statements when you are presenting this to a bank for a loan or an investor, or when you're presenting this to your tax preparer at the end of the year and they're going to use it to calculate your taxes. or if you're trying to work with a professional to make sure your taxes are calculated properly at every quarter. Okay, you want to make sure that you have good, solid data going into each one of these accounts so that they are being reflected properly on your financial statements. So, again, I wanted to do it in reverse because I wanted to show you the importance of the actual financial statements, what they're used for. And then I wanted to give you a view of the chart of accounts so that you can see what the accounts are being used to create those actual reports. Okay. So hopefully you found this helpful, for finance family, small business owners. Hopefully you can see now, the importance of connecting with a professional to help you guide this, help you make sure that this is set up right, help make sure that you maintain it, so you always have good financial reports, accurate reports, so that you're not overpaying in taxes, right? And you're not also presenting yourself more riskier than you are when you're looking for an investor or a lender to give you the finances that you need to take your company to the next level. All right. So until next time, Five Finance family, thank you so much for joining this edition of Flip It, the tutorial edition. We'll see you soon.